Hola, guys, we're back, but this time it's just me. Yeah, you betcha. This is gonna be a weird episode, guys. I don't even know where to start. Well, now it's the SOS podcast, guys. SOS is actually my initials, and it also stands for like a sign of health, so I thought that'd be interesting. We have a lot to catch up on recent news. The breakup. As you guys can see, we've had lots of questions. Some of you think that us bitches are lying. I'm not lying, guys. I'm an honest person, and I'm no longer in a relationship, so. Okay, but you know, the outfit today, the crown, I'm channeling some Princess Diana revenge dress. I don't know if you guys know that historic event, but you know, after she was cheated on and went through the divorce with the prince, she wore this black dress, and that's what I'm doing. And that's why I have this crown too. It says happy birthday, which actually means happy birthday to all of you guys because I'm single now. Yeah, everybody wants this puss. Yeah, okay, so basically, this is a sticky situation, you guys, because I know you might not realize this, but I was actually in a real relationship. Shocking. It wasn't just an internet relationship, so people's feelings are involved. So because of that, I kind of want to tread lightly just for a little bit because we ended on really good terms, and I would like to keep it that way, just keep the peace, dear God. But I mean, let's be honest here, the thing that led to the breakup was explosive. The breakup itself was not explosive. So for now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information because I know that's what everybody's here for, that's what they're dying for. But a lot of the information doesn't really paint a particular person in a good light. So we're just gonna be a little bit vague today. First of all, I do not condone any hate. So anything that I say on this podcast right now or in the future, I don't want you to be sending anybody hate. I know that you guys love me and support me, and I really, really appreciate that, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to make jokes and talk about my life, and it just so happens that people have treated me really shittily in my life, so don't treat those people like shit. Karma's real. All right, I also want you guys to just learn from my mistakes. That's kind of more the narrative I want to go through when I do talk about the things that happened in my relationship. I just want you guys to be able to learn from it and not do the same things as me because your bitch was stupid. Okay, we need to chill out on the sound effects. DJ in the booth. All right, the three big things that I'm okay with saying right now. First of all, number one, the podcast. The podcast was definitely a big reason why our relationship ended. We've been doing it for about a year now, and the podcast itself wasn't bad. It was just all of the problems that come with having a business with your significant other. I don't think enough people talk about it, especially in this day and age with the internet. You see so many like couples profiting off of their relationship on the internet. I don't know if those people are just in really healthy, secure relationships or if they actually just feel trapped, but like, dude, that shit is toxic. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that most internet couples fight most of the time. I mean, when you mix, business with pleasure, it's never gonna be easy. And you know, as a 22-year-old, I never thought that I would feel so like, I don't want to say trapped, but like trapped in a relationship because I have a business with him and I have financials linked to him. And if I didn't have this podcast with my partner, would I be letting certain things slide? Probably not. But because I have so much invested in this relationship and I want to see it through, I'm going to probably forgive a little bit more easily. But yeah, ladies, if you're out there trying to start some sort of channel with your boyfriends, I would just try to make sure that he's the one, okay? Otherwise, I would just really start something on your own. Also, I definitely have rosacea right now. My face is getting so red. I'm so hot in this bitch. Number two, the reason why I would say would be lies or just trust in general. If you don't have trust in a relationship, then there is no relationship. Both of us have had significant trust issues, I feel like, before even entering into the relationship. And then throughout the relationship, obviously, some things occurred, which, you know, we'll get into at one point, which just caused more and more distrust. And something that I'll add to that is everyone lies a little bit, but if you're a serial liar, then there's no hope for you, bro. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Number three, and this will be the last one, and I'm just gonna say name calling / communication. People can say some out of character things in the heat of the moment, but if it's a regular thing, then they don't respect you. And I just had to come to terms with that. It's really a sticky situation being in the world of comedy and then also being in a relationship with somebody who's also into comedy, because at the beginning it'll be like, oh, this sly comment here, it's just a joke. Here's another sly comment here, it's just a joke. You can't get mad because it's just a joke. Well, guess what? You can get mad, and I sure fucking did on numerous occasions. I make a lot of jokes, but that can't be an excuse to treat people like shit, say mean things. I've definitely, you know, said my fair share of things as well, but I think that there's a certain language that you should be using with the people that you love, and it was not the language that was used. Yep, so if they are using name calling things towards you on a regular basis, I'm just gonna say they are immature and you should dump their underdeveloped prefrontal cortex ass. Look at me, my prefrontal cortex isn't even fucking developed. I don't think that as women, or I mean even, you know, if a guy is in this position as well, I don't think that it's your job to teach somebody how to respect you, all right? You just gotta do both of y'all a fucking favor, cut the shit, all right, and let them go be them, and you're gonna go be yourself. That's what I'm doing right now. I want, you know, the people in my life who I no longer talk to go and live their best life, be happy without me. So yeah, if you can't tell, I'm like happy right now. And then here is a diagram of brain development. I think it's very important for everybody to just take a quick peek. Yeah, here's just another little statement. The red flags you see in the beginning of a relationship will be the same ones that end them. I think that you can save yourself a lot of time just by listening to your gut instinct, and maybe, you know, you say, I'm just getting to know this person, I like this person, I can see myself loving this person, but there is this one big thing that really compromises my moral values. But you know what, I'll just let it slide to get to know them. No, not the smart decision. Now on to bigger and better things. What's my goal? Sarah, what are you doing here in this room right now all by yourself sounding like a stupid idiot? Let me take a sip of this. I feel like a stupid idiot right now. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, and you guys are on this journey with me, and like, I don't know, I'm excited. I feel like this is a new chapter for me. And although it's really, really scary, I actually feel like a lot less scared coming in here today alone rather than with somebody who I don't know what comments might be made and whatnot. It's like, holy shit, I can do this on my own. I can run my own shit. What's my goal, guys? To empower women and to showcase their talents. And now that it's just me, I just really have little to no desire to speak to men. Yeah, but that's just how it is, bro. I gotta like detoxify my body. I've got some demons inside of me now that I'm gonna need to let loose, and being with a man will only give me more demons. So we're gonna see a lot of women on this podcast, guys, and who knows, maybe I'll just discover some things about myself. In recent news, you can do anything on your own and you don't need a man to accomplish shit. That's what I'm talking about, all right? I'm in the hood like Princess Diana. Okay, like, smack my ass like a drum, boom, boom, Dude, I know, I've always thought I don't need a man to do anything, but then as soon as a man gets in my life, I'm like, do everything for me, daddy. So I don't know. I am on a self-healing journey. For a minute there when I was doing this podcast, I legitimately thought that I was worthless and that I couldn't accomplish anything in my life unless I had him. But now I realize that was all a mirage. That was just fake news, all right? Just fucking making me feel like I can't be on my own. But guess what? I can, and I am. My mom was literally a single mom. I mean, she still is. It's not like you just, oh, never mind. There's your daddy back. He's dead. But yeah, I was raised by a single mom, so I know independent, strong women. But because I don't have a father, I think that has like made me more susceptible to falling into these toxic relationships and relying on another person, especially a man. And I want to break that cycle. And I want to break that cycle for everybody else. Shit, what did Gandhi say? Dude, Gandhi said something. Gandhi was like, oh yeah, you need to be the change that you want to see in the world. And guess what? That's what I'm doing, baby. Dump those bum-ass losers. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you know, he's definitely watching this. Just kidding. I wasn't mean. Okay, okay, recent news. I have a burlesque show November 17th at 8 p.m. Thanks for the applause, guys. You really didn't have to. Fuck you. I got some people shaking their head behind the camera. This is my show now, so, but no, yeah, I have a burlesque show. Super excited about it. If you didn't know, my mom did burlesque for 10 years when I was a little girl, so I used to find nipple pasties all around the house, using my stickers. My dad didn't really like that his wife was showing her naked body, and that's just like fun to replay the story of my life. I don't get why every time I get a boyfriend, he's all like, don't let other people see your naked body. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? And they're like, no, don't shake your ass on a stage full of people for money and look beautiful and sexy. And I'm just like, I don't get why. Whatever. I applied for a corporate baddie job. I know, you wouldn't expect that, right? I applied to be a receptionist, so we'll see how that goes because your girl needs money now. I am running on my last couple $100s, so that needs to happen. Other in recent news, I saw the new Priscilla movie. If you don't know what that is, it's the Priscilla Presley movie. And let me just say right now, Elvis is a creep. Oh, I said it. Somebody else isn't going to, I'm going to. He's a fucking creep. She was 14, he was 24. But something that I really noticed from the Priscilla movie that kind of resonated with me was just how dismissive Elvis was the entire movie. Like, he's literally stringing this woman along the entire time with these hopes and dreams of something, and he never delivers. Never. It's just open, it's just empty fucking promises for years and years and years of her life. And yeah, I don't fucking want Elvis. No, thank you. I want like a Matthew Gray Goobler. Yeah, okay. Celeb news. We're still gonna be doing celebrity news, guys. I know that you just hate it so much, but Gen Z edition. Kendall Jenner, she had 4 cakes at her 28th birthday. I don't know why a person needs 4 cakes. You know, I would probably have 4 cakes if I could have 4 cakes, but you know, there are people who probably could have used that to eat because they're famished. Okay. Rachel Zegler channels Katniss Everdeen at Hunger Games premiere in Berlin. There's gonna be a new Hunger Games coming out with that chick, Rachel Zegler. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she was, oh, that was my phone, don't worry about it. That was the girl who's supposed to play Snow White, but she ended up complaining on the carpet too much about playing Snow White. So I guess they just decided to stick her in another movie. And I, for one, am excited about it because I like anything cinematic. Okay, lastly for celeb news, Taylor Swift was seen out on the town in New York with Brittany Mahomes, Selena Gomez, Sophie Turner, Gigi Hadid. All right, the bitches are back, baby. Bad blood all the way. Oh, my computer's doing some weird things. But yeah, very exciting for Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift getting a little bit closer. I just love to see women rallying around other women, so I'm excited about it, and we'll see what happens. And also, I'm from Kansas City, so anything that has to do with Kansas City is A-okay with me. Sup, fuckers? It's the guest segment. It's the guest segment this week. Yeah, you bet your ass I got my bestie. Her name is Morgan. What up? Okay, that was underwhelming, Morgan. I got some fun facts about Morgan. Not only is she my bestie, she's 21, and she's a Pisces, so she can read your mind, and most serial killers are Pisces. Okay, but basically, also she lives on her own, but basically, we're gonna be playing a game today that we used to play when we lived in the apartment together, which was duct tape a bottle of wine to your hand, and don't remove it until you're done. All right, Morgan, I'm gonna need to duct tape this to my hand, so while I do that, I'm actually gonna make you take the reins for a little bit, and the first question today is, how we met. You wanna take it away, Morgan?
Okay, we met in 6th grade, I think. And I hated her because she was trying to steal my best friend away from me. And then, I don't know, we went to France and...
Yeah, we did go to France. That was a big thing. Yeah, she hated me. I feel like all good best friendships start with hating each other. And yeah, I mean, I liked you personally. I don't know why you didn't like me. You're just a really cool person that you should always like for like every reason.
Yeah.
But
and then God, we ended up bonding because like my mom's an alcoholic and her dad was an alcoholic and...
Look at us now. Woo! Woo! Cheers, bitch. Let's go. No, yeah, that is how I feel like, what was that? 11 and 12-year-old. You were 11, I was like 12. That's how we met. Oh, look at us. Our parents are raging alcoholics. Let's be best friends and duct tape wine bottles to our hands when we're in our 20s. But yeah, okay, next up. So we'll just do a little bit of discussion time. I mean, yeah, so I've known Morgan for about like 10 years now, and we've done a lot of crazy shit together. We smoked weed for the first time together, but it was most definitely not weed. Do you want to like tell people about that experience?
Yeah, we bought it from a friend in middle school. I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah. It was like from his dad. It was in a little Ziploc. We went at lunch to our lockers, and he like threw it in my locker as soon as I opened it. Paid $10. Got home, went to her garage, got a piece of notebook paper.
Lined notebook paper, guys.
Rolled up I don't know what you call that, but we smoked the whole thing and nothing happened. So I don't think...
No. The only thing that, yeah, it was like whenever the fucking paper was burning where there was like lines of ink, the ink would like turn into smoke and get into our eyes.
There was definitely some like paint fumes. No, a little bit of that. But.
And my brother was like coming like every 5 minutes to bring us more and more water because we were just in so much pain because we were inhaling fumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else. We also started drinking at a young age together, you know, cheers to that. I mean, if any of you guys are underage, you know the struggle. Basically, you just take a little bit off of every single bottle that your parent has, and then you just get so blackout drunk because you're mixing everything together.
Yeah, wine, whiskey, vodka, anything you could find. However, we used to get your brother drunk too. He was like 12.
Okay. Okay, cut the cameras. No, yeah, it is weird having like a younger sibling and like starting to do drugs because you kind of just forget that your sibling is like 2 years younger. So when you start drinking and smoking weed at 15, your little brother is actually 13 and his balls haven't even dropped yet, and now you're getting him blackout drunk. So yeah, I don't know. Probably not for the best, but something else that we used to do too, because Morgan and I, we're just some crafty hoes. Okay, I feel like if we need something, we're gonna get it. So one of the ways that we used to get alcohol is one time from this guy who was also in our grade in middle school. We were like, hey, will you give us some alcohol if we make out in front of you? Because we didn't have any money, and him being like a 13-year-old boy, he's like, oh fuck yeah, dude, yeah, make out in front of me. I'll give you whatever you need, bro. So then, do you want to finish the story? Or
we were gonna do the stage kiss.
Yeah, where you go like this.
Okay.
You know, and then your lips never touch because you're both going like this, and then her thumb's like, but I have a wine bottle in my hand. But
we both thought the other was gonna do the thumb. So that was our first kiss.
Yeah, so we just ended up full-fledged making out in front of this kid, and we got her alcohol, so high five. If you need a way to get alcohol, then I'm passing this knowledge on to you to try and do the same thing. Oh my gosh. So Morgan, she comes from a family of having chickens. And there is a chicken story that I want to tell you, but before we tell the chicken story I was involved in, Morgan at one point, didn't you have like 40 quails?
Yeah, I don't even know why, but we bought like 40 eggs because they said that only like 10% would hatch, and then like 37 birds hatched. So we had all of those birds in our basement. And actually my parents had a friend who was on the news, and she came and did a news story. I was probably like 6 or 8 or something. And they did the news story. It was super cute. And then at the end, they go back to you. And they were like, and before you go and get these birds of your own, just know it's illegal in many states, including Missouri. And then like 2 days later, the game PETA people came and took my birds away, and I cried. And that's the end of that story.
So they did a whole news story about how she had these birds and she thought it was amazing. And then they ended up letting them know that what they were doing was illegal and took all the birds away.
They never told us they were going to say that either.
Oh, yeah. A chicken story. So Morgan had, how many chickens at this point did you have? You had like 3 chickens?
3 chickens.
She had like 3 chickens, and one of them had a prolapsed butthole, which if you don't know what a prolapsed butthole is, I'm pretty sure
it fell out.
Its butthole fell out of its body. That actually happened to Howie Mandel. I could be lying right now, dude. Don't quote me on that. I just heard that from somewhere on Snapchat News. But its butthole had fallen out, and Morgan and her dad were basically like, it's either going to be like, you know, a lot of money to take it to a vet and get it fixed, or we're just going to have to put it down.
Yeah, my dad asked me, you know, he said there is the option of putting the butthole back in. And he asked if I knew anyone who would do that. And I immediately knew who would love to do that. She was really happy to do it. We offered her gloves. She didn't want them.
Oh my God.
It also died 2 days later
after
she put it back in.
Well, you didn't need to say that. But basically what we're trying to say is I will save people's lives too. It doesn't matter what the extent is. I'll try to save your life. So I tried to save this chicken's life by pushing its butthole back in. And when I pushed its butthole back in, a whole bunch of stuff had come out from the week prior, like broken eggshells and shit. It's just a lot of things, and it was just dripping down my arm, and then it died 2 days later. So I did that for nothing, but the story, I guess.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I will bring up some of my segments that I have prepared for us, so we can have a little bit of fun. Let me just burp. All right, first segment this week, the Sarah O'Sullivan Dictionary. All right, every single week I'll be giving you guys some new words to add to the Sarah O'Sullivan Dictionary. They're all words that I like to use, and we can try to use them throughout this podcast today. The first word of today is boom shakalaka. All right, everybody knows that word if you watch this podcast. There's many different meanings to boom shakalaka, Morgan. I don't know if you're aware.
What are the meanings?
Oh, it's crazy you ask that, Morgan. One of the meanings is boom. All right, another meaning is hell yes, yas, let's go. Oh well, it is what it is, and yes, please. So like, if somebody dies, you could be like, boom shakalaka. But then if somebody gets married, you could be like, boom shakalaka. How would you use boom shakalaka in a sentence? Your music.
Is it okay? My chicken just shit all over Sarah's arm. Boom shakalaka.
Yes! Correct, Morgan. You get a prize. I don't know what that prize is yet. Next word. This word Morgan is very familiar with. I like to say that I created it, but she can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might have been a group effort, but this was a word that was created in middle school, so that way we could slyly say that we were horny. But the word is TT. TT stands for trumpet time. A trumpet is a type of horn. Horn is short for horny, so it means horny time. So an example of using it is if you're in class, you know, and you see this really hot guy and you're like, yeah, and then you see your bestie, you could be like, I'm so TT right now, and that's you secretly being like, I'm horny.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what makes you TT, Morgan? Oh my gosh, it's so much brighter in here when I take off my glasses. What makes you TT?
That time when you had chicken shit all over your arm. I actually watched you fully finger the asshole, so I mean, that was kind of hot.
Damn. So, wow, you really have seen me finger before. Mm-hmm. Would you ever want to be fingered by me?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay. New things on the Sarah podcast. Morgan and I we're both recently single right now, so, yep. Applause. You can stop it, guys. I know we're so hot and single. Morgan and I, whenever like things happen in our lives, I feel like it's always at the exact same time. So that's really, I mean, it's annoying, but it's also like really nice because it's like, oh, your dog died. I know mine's gonna die in a month.
True. Yeah.
You know?
It's a night. Yeah.
Like your car just died. Oh fuck, I need to take mine into the shop then. And this is the last word of the week. And this word is awake. A lot of people know this word, but they don't use it the way that I like to use it. So awake means, you know, to not be asleep. But I like to use awake as in to be open. So for an example, you could be like, Chick-fil-A isn't awake on Sundays.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Just because I think it's funny. Or Hobby Lobby isn't awake on Sundays because they are a Christian establishment. But then again, what are they even doing for the people?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the I hate men for comedy purposes, of course. All right. I don't want anybody to get mad at us. Okay. This is the I hate men segment. You know what? If I could have one goal in life, I wouldn't mind to be considered like the female Andrew Tate, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Because everybody says, oh, Andrew Tate, he hates women, which obviously is terrible, you know? But my brand, it's like, oh, Sarah Sullivan, she hates men. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing, I think that's like, at that point, you're just basically president.
Yeah. I mean, hating women is bad, but hating men is good.
No,
so.
Yeah, exactly. And we should be allowed to kill them.
Okay.
Here, wait, want to do cheers? Who knows if we'll actually finish these things? So number 1 for the I hate men segment. Morgan, when did you first realize you hated men?
The first time my dad took care of me, the first time my mom left and my dad took care of me.
How old were you then?
3.
3. Okay. So she started hating men at the age of 3. Mm-hmm. I would say that's, you know, maybe a little bit late. I'm just kidding.
When did you start hating men?
I mean, my cousin, he always likes to say that he knew that he believed in Jesus when his mom was impregnated. When he was in the womb, that's when he knew he believed in Jesus. So personally, I believe that when my mom was impregnated by my dad, that's when I knew I hated men.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember your birth?
Of course. Who doesn't remember their birth? Are you joking? I remember that. No, it was really wet and slimy and tight.
All right. Go Stephanie.
I mean, hating men at the age of 3, that's kind of sad, bro. That's kind of sad for you men out there. You guys, at the age of 3, literally anything will make you happy. You don't even have object permanence barely yet.
No, yeah. My dad was like the worst babysitter I ever had.
Oh,
like he was really bad.
The fact that we even call them babysitters.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You never call a mom a babysitter. You're never like, oh, the mom is babysitting the kids. You're like, oh, the mom is with the kids. Like,
yeah.
And the dad is, he's so involved. He watched the kids for 2 hours. What? Okay, so we're just, I'm not one to hand out participation trophies, okay, bitch? So you don't get a participation award for being with your children for 2 hours. Fucking jokester. What can men do to make us hate them less?
Well,
it's a hard-hitting question. It is a hard-hitting question. I would say to shut the fuck up.
it's a good one.
That one.
Maybe, I don't know. I really can't.
I would say to stop objectifying women.
Yeah, I mean, it's like too little too late at this point.
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think that the ship has sailed. I think that at this point, there's only going to be an increase in the number of lesbians. I mean, look at us. Just 10 minutes ago, she said I could finger her.
Yeah, I wish I didn't like men. And I think most women feel that way.
It's a curse to like men. I don't want to like these fucking serpent dicks. These people who just tell me that they love me and then go and like other girls' Instagram pictures. Like, that's not real love.
I also think men would rather fuck men. If they would just admit that, honestly, that would make me hate them less.
No, okay,
if they would admit that they just all want to fuck each other.
No, that's so true. Do you know who Blueface is? Okay, so if you aren't aware, I am super into the whole Blueface and Krishan rock culture, but basically Blueface, he has this baby mama, Jaden, who he has been with for like 10 years now, but he always cheats on her with a whole bunch of women, and it's become this huge discourse, and honestly, I think men who are serial cheaters, you're gay. You're just gay, and that's okay. If you can't be satisfied from one pussy, okay, that's okay, go get you some dick. Go get some dick. If lasagna don't satisfy me, I'm gonna go have a salad. I'm not gonna eat more lasagna. You know what I mean? You gotta try it out, dude. That's why I'm gonna try out the women, okay? Because women show me love, and men show me
Hate.
Hate is the word. And also disappointing sex.
True.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, I think I was telling you this the other day, but I've never had meaningless sex with a man that was good.
Yes, that. I think that men are able to maybe have meaningless sex with women, and it's still good, but I can only have sex with a man and have it be good if I have feelings for them. Sorry that you putting a dick in my body means I have to have feelings for you. Oopsie doopsie. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to like be connected to you or something. I don't want just this random snake inside of me.
Yeah, the dick is like the worst part.
Literally, that's, yes.
I think I'm gay.
Me too. You wanna make out? That was a light kiss. That was for the people. No, I honestly, I wish that I was lesbian. Honestly, I'm ready to try out something with a girl too. We're still on this first question, but that's okay. I want us to take as much time as possible as we want on everything.
Just to talk about how much we want to fuck girls and
how much
make out with each other.
Yeah, that coochie pink, that booty hole brown. Give it to me. Pound town. Ski. If you're trying to see what's up. Ski. Okay, next one. This segment is big sis tips, because something you guys might not know about me is I am a big sister first and foremost, and I would like to give you guys some advice, because personally I would have loved for somebody to give me advice, especially before this shit show of a relationship I just got out of. Number 1, if a man calls you a name and you forgive him, he'll do it again. Oh, sorry to tell you that, dude, but if somebody fucks you over and you're like, oh yeah, you know what, that's okay, then they just know that they can do that they can get away with that sort of treatment. What do you think? I think
everything a man says is a lie.
Guys, this is gonna turn like so political so quick. We're about to divide the fucking genders, okay? This is gonna be some extremist stuff. And if you're not okay with the fact that men are liars and cheaters and manipulators, then this show isn't for you, bro. This show is not for you, dude. Because this show is for people who think women are perfect and hate men. So if you don't fit that criteria, then no, I do agree. I think practically everything a man says is a lie. I mean, my dad said that he loved me and he died, so obviously he was lying.
Exactly.
He obviously did not love me. Because if he loved me, he would stay alive. Number 2. Oh, this is actually about lies. That's so funny that you said that. Oh my god, it's almost like we're on the same page. Next one. If a man continuously lies and he doesn't respect you, and if you're lying to yourself if you think he'll ever tell you the truth. It's like that saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, shame on me.
Yes.
And you know what? Shame on me for forgiving you like a nice human being and believing you're capable of change and growth. Shame on me.
Shame on you.
That was the chimes. Okay, lastly, big sis tips. Your man can be your biggest hater. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I have met so many women recently that it's like, oh my gosh, your boyfriend is literally your biggest hater. It'll be like, you go to post something sexy on Instagram and they're like, oh, that's too slutty, you know, oh my gosh, like, why are you trying to show off your body for other men? Meanwhile, I catch you in the likes of other bitches on Instagram posting way more revealing shit. You know what? I don't like false accusations. I'm gonna be a slut now, motherfucker. Okay, next segment. I'm really excited about this segment. Morgan, do you have your phone with your like things, or do you remember any of them?
I think I remember. I only have 2.
Okay, so this segment, guys, is called Dumb or Dumber. Dumb or Dumber is a game where 2 Delulu girls take turns listing off dumb things they either did or allowed someone else to do, and we decide who's dumb and who's dumber. Okay, so number 1, I'll tell you one of mine. Dumb or Dumber. I accidentally lit somebody's hair on fire.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I had to like fix that whole situation
for
you.
It was an accident. We were in a crammed-in place at a concert, and she leaned back. She leaned back as I was lighting the joint.
How dare she?
How dare she lean back into my flame that lit her entire head on fire? So her fault.
Wait,
Now it's your turn to compare. Yeah, what's yours?
This one's here. I fell for an Instagram scammer.
You fell for an Instagram scammer?
She sent me a check. It was a McDonald's check, like McDonald's brand check. I don't even know like what. Yeah, she was a scammer, but
she was a scammer.
I did try to deposit it into my bank.
Honestly, Morgan, I'm gonna say that you're more stupid for that one. I think that lighting somebody's head on fire is a pretty normal thing, and I think that you getting scammed off the internet sounds like something that should never happen to anybody. Like, who has that ever happened to? Next one. For Dumb or Dumber. I dated a Republican.
I paid my ex's rent. Well, I don't know if I want to elaborate, but
You don't need to
it gets
elaborate.
worse the more it goes on.
Yeah, it gets worse the more it goes on. You know what? I'm actually going to say that you paying your ex's rent is definitely going to be dumber, Morgan.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
Sounds like you're pretty dumb.
Appreciate it.
Fan questions. How do you plan on getting your money up and your funny up? P.S. I love you. I'm going to get my money and my funny up from either doing a corporate daddy job or I've been considering becoming a stripper. Yeah, because you know what? When somebody calls you a slut so many times, it kind of makes you want to become one. How are you getting your money and your funny up?
Also stripper.
We'll give you lap dances together. All right, give you some good deals. Okay, next up, we kind of gotta go fast. Are you going to have your own P.O. box now? I'd love to crochet something for you. I would love if you did that. Let me just get some money real quick and then I'll get a P.O. box because your girl is broke. You can always Venmo me. It's Oselly_7. Are you into women? Real question. Bitch, I never have actually gone all the way with a woman before, but I don't need to know I like pussy. Kind of like I don't need to kill myself to know I want to die. It's just a feeling. But I will fuck a girl. And if anyone wants to fuck me, let me know. I'm gonna need a little bit of time though. I'm gonna need like 3 months to just let everything cool down and then I'll fuck. Okay, how's the single life? Morgan, you want to answer? You're single too now.
I don't know.
Single life means that you can twerk on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why did you get into comedy? Because my dad killed himself and I needed a purpose in life. Why is Michael not on this podcast? Maybe because I don't want to do podcasts with trifling-ass hoes. How does one become a bad bitch? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but having a single mom really helped. How do you become a bad bitch, Morgan?
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Still working on it.
That's our safe word. That's our safe word. Okay. Best insult. I'm not really good at insults. I'm just really good at questions. So the way that I would insult somebody would by being like, "Are you okay?" Because as soon as somebody asks me if I'm okay, even if I am okay, I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm fucking okay, bitch." You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah. I'm worse now. That's yeah.
Yeah. Best Riz technique.
Let's see.
What's your deal?
7.
Miss Sarah, how you doing? I'm so sad mom and dad got divorced. Don't be mom is much happier. Most amount of time you shit in a day, I'd probably say about 20 minutes. How much you shit in a day? OnlyFans account win. I'm never down on OnlyFans, but okay, we'll get to that later. All right, next up, how you can support the pod, like, comment, subscribe, follow, review us on Spotify, ask a fan question, tell a friend, family member about the show. I love you guys so much. Let's do this journey together. It's gonna be